On July 30th, 2024, a well-known travel vlogger named Justin, best known for his global adventures exploring forgotten sites, decided to take on something far more sinister. His destination was an ancient fortress in Turkey called Çetin Kalesi, or Devil's Castle. Perched atop a rocky cliff in the Ardahan province and overlooking the misty Childer Lake, the site carries an unsettling history of curses, rituals, and long-forgotten secrets. Justin had explored abandoned places before, but this one felt different.
All right, crew. You know the deal by now. Let's go on an adventure.
Upon arrival, everything felt eerily calm. He made the trek up to the ruins, eager to set up camp and explore the surroundings before nightfall. That's when he noticed something strange.
Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh no. It's a light. Is this place lit up at night? It wouldn't make any sense though. I mean, obviously the light's here, but the town is way beyond the edge. You can't even see it, so it would be lit up for... I mean, no one will be able to see it lit up. Oh, but the cables are cut. Look at that.
Power cables leading to the castle had been deliberately severed. With daylight fading, he cleared a space among the rocks to pitch his tent and light a fire. Then, realizing he had misplaced his headlamp,
I noticed that the path is lit by streetlights. Strange.
he fashioned a makeshift torch and wandered into the ruins one last time, hoping to locate it before bed. And then, a sharp, distant sound shattered the silence.
A gunshot. I didn't hear it.
At first, he brushed it off, but when more shots rang out, louder, closer, he knew something was wrong.
Guys, someone came with a gun and fired shots at the castle. They're firing shots at me.
I have two choices. Stay in the castle and hold my ground, hoping this is just some simple misunderstanding, that they think I'm some mischievous kid.
They're coming close. I left everything behind, and now I'm trying to find a safe place to go. That's them there with a flashlight. You hear those gunshots? They don't want me here.
In desperation, he contacted a local friend who advised him to hide immediately and called the police. Within minutes, Justin learned something horrifying.
Hello. Merhaba.
Mike, where are you from?
From Canada.
Canada.
You made me very slick. It's a big gun.
Yok, soruyor. No problem.
No problem.
Turkish. Hoş geldin. You are welcome.
Nereye? Aşağı mı inmiştin?
Yeah.
Çağırdık seni.
Sen neredeydin?
Military police had arrived at the castle earlier, responding to a report of a suspected looter, or even a terrorist. It turns out they thought he was the intruder. He was instructed to return to his tent where authorities would be waiting.
So you thought I was a you thought I was a thief?
Yeah.
The only thing I was taking was photos. How many bullets did you shoot?
4 or 5.
4 or 5 bullets. Yeah. And then you? 3. So 5 from a pistol and 3 from a AK-47 or something similar.
Mike, fuck you children.
Exactly. I was like, what the fuck? And then I ran so fast in the dark with no light up a cliff. I could have freaking died.
What followed was surreal. Armed officers greeted him at gunpoint and then laughed it off. They declined to appear on video, but their voices were recorded as they explained the situation. They had fired several warning rounds, thinking Justin was a criminal.
Merhaba.
Merhaba Mike.
Hi guys.
Saat nedir bu milleti sen niye böyle yiyorsun?
I caused
Demeyesin.
I caused the problem.
YouTube'danmış ya video çekiyormuş.
All good, yeah?
Bu saate kadar durulur mu burada? Mi?
After verifying his identity, they escorted him to a nearby hotel for the night.
When the police arrived, actually the locals had told them that there was a treasure hunter here. The locals that saw me come in, they saw a strange car park, a guy walk out with all this weird equipment. No one really does this stuff, right? And so they called the authorities. Those authorities came and then saw all the lights off in the castle. Normally there's lights. I thought that it was the lights were here to keep, those damn kids out of the castle, spray painting and having sex. That's what I thought. But no, it's for treasure hunters, because if it's all lit up, the treasure hunters don't come and destroy this place. That's probably why that little cave is blasted in the side, actually, from treasure hunters destroying it. So they came here, they heard there was a suspicious guy, they ran the plates on my rental vehicle, saw it was a rental, and saw a smashed control panel down at the entrance. I saw it walking in again today. So they automatically assumed a treasure hunter came, cut all the lights, and was here just destroying the place looking for treasure.
The next morning, Justin returned to the castle to piece everything together. Locals had reported a suspicious vehicle. The lights to the ruins, typically kept on to deter thieves, had been intentionally cut. There were signs of vandalism at the entrance. It all pointed to one conclusion. The authorities had mistaken Justin for a treasure hunter. The incident could have ended far worse. In the wrong circumstances, a misunderstanding like this might have cost him his life. But the true mystery lies in the castle itself. A place already known for disappearances, collapsed tunnels, and missing artifacts. Had treasure hunters been there before? Is something else drawing people to that site? And what else has those ancient halls witnessed, high above the lake, cloaked in legend? Justin walked away with his life. But what if it hadn't been the police that found him first? Not everything that stalks these ancient ruins comes with a badge and a uniform. Just a quick break. If you felt that chill, please hit subscribe. It keeps the horrors coming. Now, let's get back into it.
О, блядь. Тихо, 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 братан.
Meet Sergey, a Russian content creator best known for his solo wilderness expeditions. Through his channel, Bad Pioneer, Sergey has built a reputation for venturing into the most remote, unforgiving landscapes on Earth. No crew, no scripts. Just a camera, his instincts, and the cold silence of the woods. On February 6th, 2019, Sergey chose to explore a particularly ominous patch of the Siberian wilderness. He had heard unsettling accounts from a fellow hunter, tales of strange activity in a part of the forest most people avoided. Locals rarely spoke of it, and when they did, they kept their voices low. Determined to document whatever truth might lie hidden in the trees, Sergey set off. After hours of hiking through the frozen landscape, he found a remote clearing and began setting up camp. Snow fell gently, and as the last daylight slipped away, Sergey retreated into his tent for the night. But sleep wouldn't come.
Твою мать.
At first, it was faint. A distant crack, like a tree shifting under its own weight. Then another, closer, followed by something more distinct. A low, deliberate knock.
Ох, блядь, чуть не упал. О, блядь. Тихо, 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 братан. Выхался нахуй. Тихо. Вот там где-то, блядь.
Sergei held his breath. Minutes passed. Then, soft crunching sounds, like footsteps in the snow. Slow, pacing, circling.
Oh. Ты чё, блядь?
He grabbed his flashlight and peeked through the tent flap. Nothing. But the sounds returned, louder now, and unmistakably human. Too far from help, too exposed to run, Sergei did the only thing he could. He stayed inside, completely still, waiting for the night to end. Some viewers believe Sergei encountered another person in the forest, possibly someone who didn't want him there. Others think it may have been wildlife, though few animals walk in a circle around a tent without revealing themselves. Then there's the possibility of something else entirely. The Siberian forest has long been associated with mysterious disappearances and unexplainable events. Ancient beliefs speak of spirits that wander the snow, drawn to the presence of outsiders. Could Sergei have stumbled into a place he was never meant to find? At sunrise, there were no tracks, no signs of anyone near his tent. Whatever it was, it had come and gone without a trace. Would you go back? Because Sergei did. And what he caught on his second visit might be the reason he never went again.
Still a lot of stuff here. See? And there's still people here. I can barely hear their voices, but they're like way off in the distance. Looking at me, he keeps barking.
On July 15th, 2022, Haley, a solo adventurer known for her YouTube channel, The Abandoned Camper, set out for what she hoped would be a calm overnight trip deep in the wilderness. Her content usually features quiet, remote stays in hammocks or tents, far from civilization. And on this day, everything began as planned: a warm sun overhead, peaceful trails, and the soothing rhythm of forest solitude. After hiking for about an hour, she found an ideal spot to camp, secluded, flat, and surrounded by trees. But nearby was something that drew her curiosity: an old cemetery, half abandoned, only about 15 minutes away. Wanting to explore before nightfall, she decided to check it out.
This looks like a good spot for where I am. I might just sleep on the ground again tonight. I brought a hammock, but I don't see any spots good enough for a tree.
The cemetery was quiet, but unsettling. Some parts were clearly still maintained, while others had long since been forgotten. As Haley explored, distant barking echoed through the woods.
Those dogs are barking at me. I'm probably the only one that's here at this time. So if you can't tell, it's pretty dark here right now, but there are kids here, like young kids in the cemetery. And I'm wondering how active this place actually is. Do people come here at night and kind of party in the forest or something? Anyways, I'm heading back to my spot. So I think I'll finish my exploring tomorrow morning. And because there seems to be still a lot of stuff here. See? Hear them? I think they know I'm here. That's not good. Fuck.
Followed by the unexpected sound of voices. She wasn't alone. A small group of boys, young, loud, and out of place, wandered near the old graves. Haley kept her distance, hoping to avoid interaction. But something about their behavior felt wrong. They weren't just hanging out, they were watching.
I'm gonna keep this recording. Just in case. But I'm also gonna stop and find out what they're doing, if they're actually watching me or not. I just had to put out the fire because there are people walking around back here. They don't have headlamps on, but like I said in my last video, I do not like being around people in the middle of a forest, especially when it's dark out. So I might pack up and get out of here.
Sensing it was time to leave, she slipped away quietly, returning to her campsite as the light disappeared. But just as she neared camp, screams tore through the darkness. Not frightened screams, but taunting ones. Haley froze. Were they trying to find her? Switching off her light, she stood perfectly still in the shadows, hoping to avoid being spotted. But as the voices drew closer, she realized they were scanning the woods, calling, laughing, looking.
There's still people here. I can barely hear their voices, but they're like way off in the distance. Looking at me, he keeps barking.
She waited for a window of silence before darting back to camp. There, she lit a small fire, hoping its glow would keep whatever tension lingered at bay. But it wasn't over. Later that night, the footsteps returned, soft, deliberate, circling just outside the light. She listened carefully. No headlamps, no voices, just the sound of someone pacing. Was it simply a coincidence? Local teens out for a thrill? Possibly. But their behavior suggested more than curiosity. The distance between the cemetery and the camp was significant. They would have had to follow her through dark terrain without flashlights. If it was a prank, it was a strangely committed one. Some viewers speculated that they were simply passing by. Others believe Haley's quiet retreat may have prevented something much worse from unfolding. In the end, Haley packed up and left, guided by her instincts. But what if she hadn't? Sometimes the scariest stories don't come from ghosts or creatures. Sometimes it's the people who shouldn't be out there at all. Which story stuck with you? And have you ever experienced something strange while camping? Drop your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it. If this story creeped you out, you need to watch this one next. It's even more disturbing.